Boo Bash. What does that mean?
Oh, it's just to get everybody smiling a little bit.
It's called Boo Bash?
I have no idea. I haven't heard it before.
Okay, just your thoughts on the game today, Thomas. So what do you think were the keys to your victory?
Yeah, no, I mean, of course we had a game plan, and we wanted to pay attention to some of the key points for us, to play to our strengths, to move the ball quickly, to change a point of direction, to go away from the physical play. They definitely would put on us. We wanted to try avoiding too many long balls into our box, but it's not always easy to do in a game like this. But overall, the boys really stuck with our game plan, and what I really liked that they made a lot of good decisions today, and they battled, they took on the physicality of the game, scored 3 really good goals, and in the end, they really believed that we can win this game, and that we have enough means in order to make things count.
Their back end is quite strong. You got Mark Ashley on the left there, and so tactically, how did you approach this game?
Yeah, I mean, of course, they have a lot of veterans on this team, players who have competed on higher levels, the university level, and so on. And of course, they are experienced and clever players. So for us, it was about quickness, and trying to find those quick through balls to move the ball into the channels for them to go after us. So utilizing our speed rather than going into the 1-1 situations. So we wanted to isolate a bit the fullbacks to go into the 1-1 situations on the outside, to bring it back with pullback passes, and I think we did this quite well. Some of the things in the penalty box didn't always work out. We lacked a little bit of accuracy and final proper targeting of the finishing player, but especially on the third goal, you saw it calm and collected, and that was good to see how he scored the goal, Simon.
Good ground balls, good air balls.
Yeah, yes.
And what about the double crossovers? Is that encouraged?
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, we work on certain patterns, but at the same time, I want to see creativity. I want to see that decision making based on the principles we want to have in our game. We look for a lot of third man plays where we want to try to split the defensive lines and things like this. So, it's not always easy to do this on a grass field where you have a lot of awkward bounces of the ball. You don't always can properly control. And we ask for simplicity, but at the same time keeping the tempo up. And I think you saw this in the second half that they struggled a little bit to stay with the game.
Thomas, how far can some of these guys go? Obviously, Highlanders is next level for maybe 5 or 6.
Yes.
Maybe CPL, maybe Europe for some of them. Is that too much to do?
No, absolutely. We have already a very good communication with a CPL group, and one of the players already has been asked to possibly come out for training exposure, and we have all the levels now of competitiveness now here in Victoria for those kids. If they step above the men's level and they come into the USL League 2 level, and they step above this level, then they can go into the CPL level, and if they reach this level, then they have possibly a choice even to look at opportunities in Europe, what of course our program is all about, to expose them to those type of opportunities. And actually I'm leaving next week with 8 of my students, and they're going to go on trial with a variety of teams in Germany, all the different levels.
From your academy?
Yes. And of course we have a program where you have 16, 17-year-olds, but you have 18 and 19-year-olds as well. So as you asked in the question, so the competitive levels are here now, and it's very easy for everybody to see. Yes, are you good enough to step up? And yes, and they're looking for those type of
Gauthier,
chances.
Your old Calgary connections came through with Gauthier?
Yeah, no, of course he's an Alberta kid, and several other programs were interested in him as well. But in the end, he is a player who really would like to have the chance to be exposed to the European market, to develop towards the standards he needs to meet in Europe, and he has another year with us. It was a very good environment for him here to play on the men's level, and hopefully by the summer of 2020 he has a chance to step into the level in Europe. That's our goal for him.
Highlanders for this summer, is that out of the question for him?
No, he will be most likely on the roster for the Highlanders, and then as a 17-year-old, he's turning 17 in May. So we want to see what he can do on the USL level, and I've done this before. I've been here for quite a while, so I know how young players have to compete on this level in order to take the next step from there. So it's all good.
think
And can you speak of how you and Stephen got together to form this obviously pretty unique partnership from an academy to an established club team, and it's worked out well.
Yeah, Steve at one point of time visited my training sessions and tapped me on the shoulder, so to speak, and then asked me if I would be interested to possibly have players from our program playing on his team. Back then he still had 8-9 of his previous men's players on the team. So the first year we kind of had an integration of some of the players who were on the team and my young players coming in. And then now in the second year it has become basically a team with all the young players from the academy, with one exception.
There's nothing that you can replace playing against a 28-year-old man who leans on you and is 20, 30, 40 pounds heavier, right? You just can't replicate that for a young guy, and he learns from that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a proven concept in Europe that young players have to play against men. And we have, with the VISL, with those 10 teams in the Division 1, we have decent teams, and there are a lot of good fit university players in this league as well. And the game has grown here in this city, in this community. There's a good culture for the game. I really appreciate the seriousness and the respect to the game here, and you saw it today. Yes, they had a tough time to deal with us in certain areas of the game, but they stuck with it, and then they scored right away the goal, and made it difficult for those boys to stay mentally sharp. But they did today, and so. But with young kids, they will mistakes and they will be a little bit inconsistent, and that gives us an opportunity here to play against proven men, and who all are very proud about what they do in the game, and it's a good environment for those boys to grow up.
Lastly, just how proud of these young men are you for the effort they put up today when that final whistle goes? Just some words of wisdom for these guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, we finished second in the league, so that was a little bit of a disappointment for them because we felt that we could possibly win the league, but I have to say that Couchen deserved to win the league overall. They were a really experienced and clever group of players, and they played tactically very well, and we came a little bit short, and we said we don't want to come short a second time, and it's a good mental pressure situation on those kids, and they really dealt with it very well today. So I'm very proud of them.
Province Cup, you could win the provincials, right? That's to shoot for.
I think the VMSL, especially on the mainland, is a very strong league. They have 3-4, I think, teams who are possibly a little bit better than what we have here. But in any game, as we know, anything can happen. So we will be ready and we will try to go as far as we can.
Great, thanks.